and then you
Yeah,
do it the rest.
yeah. I'll see how it goes. We'll keep moving appointments, so I gotta call tomorrow. We are live. Oh, we're. Did you want to stay here or move to the? I just called you to wake you.
I don't care.
I don't care either. All right. Let me check stream. Did you see Ati in chat? He was like, he said earlier in the Discord, he's like, I think you've been streaming too many visual novels, which is true. So we're gonna be trying out.
You said what?
My friend, he was saying, oh, I've been streaming too many visual novels when you guys were voting. Remember?
No, you've been streaming gotcha games.
I know. At least I'm not. I mean, I kind of do here and there, but it's for the story. I'm gonna be trying Sea of Thieves tomorrow, so I hope I like it. I'm still on the starting screen, soon screen. Sorry, guys. Hello, everyone. We're back with our regular Tuesday shenanigans and super cringe. So, I don't think there's audio to the game yet.
Um,
Do you see stream, Titus?
yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm lagging a bit. What the heck? Anyway, everything's clear. You said?
Are you using your model?
No. I think we should move to the Discord call for some reason.
You.
I'm not using it. I'm using my PNG. Literally, look at stream. Okay, I think we're fine. It's fine. Shush.
Yeah.
No, I'm not using it. It can't handle this game for some reason. I should have just bought it on Switch. Anyway. As I'd expected, the wolf outfit and all the blood had vanished. That didn't mean that it was all a dream, though. Takumi-san's mutilated corpse was soon discovered, shocking the whole settlement. Bruh. That was when I noticed that the murder scene was full of wet footprints. They were the same as the ones left by the previous wolves, and I now understood why they were there. They also wore those wet costumes. They didn't even continue outside the house, though. Apparently, Great Lord Shinai took care of the costumes as well as evidence. What a methodical god. I was probably the only one who could be so clear-headed. Tai-san took this especially hard. She refused food and instead just prayed at one edge of the dining hall. Yeah. Kanzo-san was looking really weary, too. First Chiemi, now Takumi-san. He was losing people he depended on one after the other. His reaction was only natural. As you'd expect, Yasunaga-kun had gone pale once more. The person who'd consoled him the previous day was now gone forever, after all. Then there was Kaori-san. She looked shaken and had already broken 2 plates. Oh. Everyone assumed her state was caused by Takumi-san's death. They were close, after all, and everyone was sympathetic. I knew that she was actually just tense because she was planning to trap her sons and then kill them, but I didn't say a word, of course. I forgot about that. Well, not really, but that it's like so soon. Breakfast was over and we finished washing the dishes. Kanza-san prepared to go clean up Takumi-san and...
Yasu, help out.
said that, which made a chill go down my spine. I had no idea what kind of info the two would exchange if they had a secret chat.
Okay.
This is almost as sad as the route where he lost both his best friends. And his mom.
Wait, I'll go.
That was why Yoshitsugu-kun's words were a big help.
I'll be more useful than this empty husk. Let's go.
Do what you have to, Yoshitsugu.
You better help the idiot get the point.
Come with me, Yasunaga. It was going great. Oh. He has to. Yoshitsugu-kun returned from cleaning up, and Kanzo-kun went patrolling. But Yasunaga-kun and Kaori-san still hadn't returned. Oh, yeah, she's gonna kill him. A bit worried, I finished cleaning up and relaxed when... It's been a minute. It's been like 3 days. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
There's
Haruraki-sama.
usually a week between when you have to voice her.
Wait, what did you say?
I said there's usually a week between times where you have to voice her.
I
It's only been 3
know.
days and you've already forgotten.
No, I just gotta remember. I have to remember how to do the voices. It doesn't come natural to me the way it does to you. I don't voice act often. And I'm trying. May I have a moment? Someone called out to me. I'm like, is that the right voice? It is. About Meiko.
Ah.
Oh.
What'd she do now? That was an issue I'd nearly forgotten. A short distance from everyone else here, around 10 steps away from Tai-san and her prayers, we started whispering to each other.
やっぱり反抗的なんですか?
Is she still being rebellious?
Yes, until recently, she needed my help dressing up, but now she does not. It might be a good thing.
食事も離れて食べてましたね.
She ate alone too, didn't she?
It was cute though. Yes, and she always says that One-chan, Musayuki-san should hang.
小さい子が殺す連呼してるわけですよね。どこのドキュンファミリーだ?
Small girl, basically saying that she wants to murder? What a family of delinquents did she grow up
Is
with?
it finally getting to her? Delinquents?
ああ、いや、外ではそういう育て方をされた子供もいなくはないので。
Yeah. Oh, we have poorly raised children outside this village too.
Oh my.
しかし、何なんでしょうね。
Still, what's with her?
I do not know. Actually, I worry that she might be the badger that Hashimoto-sama mentioned. There. She'd noticed it too, and she probably wasn't alone.
そうかもしれません。
I forgot she was the badger. Poor
狼におも
baby.
ねった人。だから人をくくれと言ってるのか。
The
Yes.
human that sides with the wolves. Is that why she wants to hang the humans?
In Kama Fujiyoshi, people believe the wolves are good, and that the other guardians have sided with Yomi.
それを聞かされて、メイコは寝返った。
Did someone tell her? Is that why she changed sides?
Maybe. Or maybe you and I did something to get on her bad side.
心当たりはないな。
Nothing comes to mind.
What do you mean GG no game? Is it okay? Or is he referring to earlier?
ひとまずは放置しても大丈夫でしょう。彼女の言うことが宴の参加者に影響を
But I
与え
think
る
we
こと
can
は
just ignore it
ま
for
ず
now.
ない。
I doubt that anything she says will affect the other participants.
Can we really be so optimistic? She has a right to vote, just like everyone else in the feast. Okay, Rod. it's Train's fine.
よくはないですが、しかしルールに従うなら彼女を宴から除外する唯一の方法
That's
は
not really good, but if you follow the rules, the only way to get rid of her is by hanging.
If that saves us one of the feasts, perhaps I should. That would be good for us. No.
やめましょうそれは。人の票を無駄に1票減らしてしまいますし、
It'll be a waste of a human vote.
残酷
It's
にす
just
ぎます。
cruel in general.
I understand. Thank you for showing mercy to her, Haruraki-sama.
リカコさんはどうしてあの子にそこまで肩入れなさるんです？
Mikako-san,
ただの
why do
迷
you
子
care
でしょ
about her so much? She's just a lost child you picked up, isn't she?
Taking in children without a place to go and raising them was one of the roles of the Uematsu.
そうなんですか。
Really?
Yes, the Uematsu did not care much for the lineage and actively accepted orphans and those without a place to go to as their own. I could only assume they needed more bedroom woman servants to fulfill their
Jesus
evening
Christ, what
duties.
didn't they do?
Sorry? Titus?
I said, Jesus Christ, what didn't do? What?
Huh?
Hello?
Hi!
Hi.
Did something happen?
Hi.
I'm confused.
リカコさんは
I
伝統を大事になさるんですね。
I said, what didn't they do?
Yeah, right?
Son, you really value tradition, don't you?
Yes, that's what kind of world I grew up in. This whole area was a separate realm built around the worship of Great Lord Shinai. From my perspective, she was very unfortunate to have been born there. But perhaps from her point of view, being a city boy without the pillars of faith and tradition to support me was far more unfortunate. I couldn't deny that a world where the way to live and die hadn't changed for centuries could be easier to live in. A well-balanced aquarium didn't need much to stay stable. It just had to continue following already established processes. However, in the real world, closed systems were extremely hard to maintain. Other animals, diseases, lineages, ideals, and the system was threatened by countless things. In liberated societies, however, the people had to develop a strong will, with a blend of common sense and individuality, and constant conflict with others. Not like that couldn't crumble as a result of outside influences either, but there was no denying it that it was tougher than a secluded, happy society. Open societies exchange certain happiness for the practical, universal simplicity we call money. The reasoning was probably a bit shaky. Anyway, this settlement, as well as Fujiyoshi, would eventually fall victim to our aging society. Without a single person here, Great Lord Shinai would, just like the Badger, or the nameless mountain god, be forgotten and vanish. The Uematsu, her included, would simply vanish faster than the rest. Thus, I think the internet's like a 1 bar right now, but we'll live. What I felt for her right now was merely sympathy for something facing its inevitable end. A worthless sentiment you could have about anything. Game? Oh, the lag. That's weird. None of that had happened. I'd thrown away even Chiemi. Haruaki-sama? Is something troubling you? I broke the accent. Is something troubling you?
どうかしてましたか、僕。
Why would you think that?
You were wearing a frightening expression.
あはは、すみません。
Sorry.
I had to keep a tight grip on my conscience. I was like, wait, what? Without deciding what to do about Mako, I returned to the dining hall where I found Yasunaga-kun and Kaori-san. Oh, he's alive. Yasunaga-kun seemed a bit better than before, but only slightly. Kaori-san looked the same, though, so I couldn't tell if she had succeeded in getting Yasunaga-kun to not talk about Takumi-san. Let's prepare lunch, shall we? The feast will start soon. Can you wash the pot for me?
わかりました。
Cool.
I opened the metal pot I'd grown used to using and found a piece of paper inside. Oh, what's that? Takumi didn't tell Yasunaga anything about being a snake. He simply consoled Yasunaga about Chiemi-chan's death and talked about how they could proceed with the feast. Probably her note to him. Maintaining my poker face, I brought the pot to the sink and filled it with water, getting the paper all wet. The fountain pen letters quickly became unreadable. I then used a scrubbing brush to quickly tear it apart, rolled it into a ball, and threw it into the trash. Was Kaori-san aware just how risky that was? Anyway, the info was just now very extremely important. Takumi-san hadn't told him about being a snake. What was I to make of that? The first time, Takumi-san had revealed he was the snake on the very first day. Why would he be so careful now? What if he wasn't the snake? What if Yasunaga-kun lied to his mother as a precaution? Crap. Kaori-san's note didn't tell me anything about how she asked about it, or the nuances of the replies. But this could definitely be a good time to come out as the snake. What was I to do now? I thought about that for every second of lunch. I did think to keep a normal expression on my face at least. I took far too long to decide that. Regardless of circumstances, I needed to claim a role. Oh, that was quick.
Let's begin today's feast. We need to hang the wolves that killed Takumi.
Prayer time was over for her. Her sadness and confusion had become hatred of the wolves. Everyone displayed approval of her words, including us wolves. We might have been the ones terrorizing them, but it wasn't hard for us to act like the powerless resistance. Group got smaller, damn. First of all, Yasunaga-kun said that Takumi-san's death rendered the snake's power meaningless. His tone seemed authentic, so it was hard to believe he was just hiding that we'd lost the snake.
That seems the only confirmed human so far, Mochi and Hasunoya-san. With Chiene, the old wolf man, and Takumi-nigan, there's only 13 of us now, with 11 being unconfirmed. And we must choose only one to hang? Huh. That is quite difficult. And who the snake's looking at tonight? That'll be just 10. What if we're to consider the order?
Yasunaga-kun was giving me a sideways glance. It should be you, Ni-chan. You talk a lot, so if people start to think you're suspicious.
Yeah, I imagine the old fart would talk shit about you. Am I suspicious? You and the journal were against hanging the first day. Takumi was against it too. Even you understood why, right? I voted for the hanging.
Kanzo-san began presenting his unreasonable argument. He was basically saying that just about everyone here deserved the noose. Damn.
Calm down. We still don't have enough information to decide. It's a mistake to use that book as a basis for a hanging. I was the one who suggested it, and I am a monkey. Please control yourselves. No, eager to be optimistic. What is the likelihood that the old wolf person from yesterday being a wolf? Zero.
A certain answer from a place no one expected.
Old fart is a human. Are you suggesting that you
Uh-oh.
can't move? Any of you?
Sharp words and a sharp sound. He stabbed a kitchen knife from the dining hall into the tatami. I hope I said that right. Or tatami. Before him. Haruchan gasped. Wow, what the? Kanzo-san made a stern face and got up. Yeah.
I said don't fucking move. That means you too, old fart.
Kanzo-san could have probably beaten him with 1 or 2 stab wounds in him. 28 stab wounds! He didn't do it though. Probably because the hostility in Yoshitsugu-kun's voice. 28 stab wounds! Was highly restrained. Despite his intense words, he was very calm and displayed great determination. Hi, Slade! That should play any moment. My computer's kind of slow right now. I don't know what's going on. Hi, Slade! Oh, it's so slow. It was a silent threat. Kaida says hi.
Did you just call me slow?
No, I didn't. Did I? I was talking to Slade. I said it's so slow. And Kanzo-san believed it was worth listening to him. Your timing.
Now referring to me as a kid.
Huh? Your timing's impeccable as always. I think my OBS
Thank you.
is just super slow.
What is it? Say it.
He even encouraged him to talk. Ooh.
The old wolf guy behind yesterday was a human.
He's the crow!
If anyone else says he's a crow, they're faking it. And I'll kill him right now. Stop! We don't need such demonstration.
Let me guess, is he a human again? Every route.
You'll find out why eventually.
Oh, okay.
I won't stop. The feast's all about whether you believe or not, right? In that case, the ones who win are the ones who show just how damn serious they are. Right? You both assholes? If you want to die, try saying you're the crow. I dare ya.
I saw what he was doing here.
The feast's all about whether you believe or not, right?
Rip math smarts Takumi. We'll miss you.
The feast's all about who you believe or not, right?
1, 2, 7. They both reached the same conclusion because they weren't wrong. Due to the unreliable nature of playing the odds, the feast became just as I'd thought, a game of politics rather than logic. Ew, politics. In political scenarios, the ones who were in charge were the loudest and most emotional, not the most rational. It's time to get political. After all, logic required energy to understand. Basically, it was a pain in the ass. The people who actually enjoyed building complex, logical theories were by far in the minority. The majority disliked wasting energy on understanding them, even if they did have that capacity. There was something they all had in common. They all wanted to believe that the world was actually easy to understand, the truth was simple, and that someone was just making it more complex than it was. The truth was that any world worked based on oh my god, I'm gonna Discord message, shut up. Sorry. Complicated mechanisms, and it only seemed simple because you wanted to see it that way. However, it was impossible to impress the complexity of the world upon everyone. Thus, people always left certain matters, what the heck, such as science or politics, to those who considered to be pros. It was a sensible delegation of authority. But to earn trust, you needed to present yourself in a way that was simple, rather than complex. You needed a story that the ones who had cast logic aside could easily swallow. Like Takumi-san back then, and Yoshitsugu-kun now. They'd realized that, so they decided to gamble on it. Discard logic. What the? Pick your methods based on feeling and preference, gamble, and win support. They'd provided the anti-logic crowd with a convenient lifeboat. It was definitely a good approach. But Yoshitsugu-kun had overlooked two things.
Doesn't look like there's anyone. Then I guess I'm the real crow. Huh.
First was his own nature. He was a persuasive person even when there were no basis for it. I actually admired that. Yoshitsugu-kun was your generic edgy delinquent to the core. However, he was kind at heart, as well as passionate and naive. That much was plain for me to see. It was why everyone could believe him if he took things seriously enough. As long as he stayed honest, no one would doubt him. It was a rare and valuable talent. In a good-natured society, that is.
I see. Then let's all assume he's the crow, while the old wolf man was a human. That means you have 10 other people, 3 of which are wolves.
That was all he'd earned by revealing his guardian to us wolves. Was it really worth the risk? The other thing he misunderstood was that this was something that couldn't be emulated. No one who tried something similar would get the same results. This was because winning via brute force was usually a bad move in this game. He was an exception. It did nothing, and he can only use it once. You should have saved that for the end game, Yoshitsugu-kun. Oh, how I wanted to say that. I wanted to put on a shit-eating grin and tell that to him. I really wanted him to understand how harsh the world really was. Thus, I had to survive. Damn it, I had to win this even more now. Yeah, that's fair.
I respect your courage in revealing your guardian. I also have something to say. What is it?
If this was Yasunari-kun's trap, I'd fall right into it. It'd be embarrassing, but I'd just loop back and try again. Are we lying?
I'm a snitch. That's why I couldn't look into myself.
You?
Oh. I can't be as intense as he was, but if there's any wolf who wants to be a fake snake, I will tear them down with facts and logic. Do you have any volunteers?
No, of course not. Takumi Muro really was the snake.
未確定者が9人に絞られたみたいです。
That leaves the unknown is down to 9.
And Yasunaga-kun didn't know that either. Oh, how I wanted to thank Takumi-san. Because of how thoroughly he kept his secret, we wolves would be saved.
昨日はあんな言い方をして、匠兄を調
Thank
べる
God
ことを
Takumi's gone, because he wouldn't be able to count all this.
he'd be pretty down out for the count.
Is that why... Yeah, is that why you suggested we investigate Takumi?
そういうこと。ただ、無駄になってしまったけどね。
Yes, it was wasted, though.
I see. So you basically declared who you would investigate, and if the targets are killed, we'll never increase the amount of confirmed humans. Bingo! That's why I suggested we check Takumi-san. I also wanted to see his reaction to help me figure out if he really was the snake.
じゃあ、不妻子くんが初日夜に調べたのは
Good to listen for the first night.
I already had an answer to that.
オリベ、安永くんです。彼は人でした。
Yasunaga Oribe-kun. He was a human.
あと8人。
That leaves it.
もう一つ仮定しておこうか。
Can I suppose another one?
その可
Of
愛い
course.
女の子、メイコちゃんだったかな。
Little girl. Miko-chan, right?
彼女はムジナじゃないかな。
Isn't she a badger?
Hold up. Because I'm kind of wondering if my Steam is downloading. It's gonna annoy me if it is. Nope, never mind. Okay, just OBS or Wi-Fi's bad. Never mind. I knew how you would point that out.
それは嘘をつくとかいう記者さんが言うとったあれかね。
What are you talking about? The one that would lie?
そうです。多分実在したんだと思うんです。
Yes. Oh, it's a lie.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I think OBS and Discord is...
Yes, I think you're badgering this.
Now my thing's just going wild, man.
No, I'm the goat!
I am sorry that she is being like this, but I also think
Yeah, you
that
are.
as well. What's up? Oh no, I have like no. Oh, this is bad. Hold up, we gotta wait.
Lakers go.
My KBS is going nuts. What the hell's going on? Yeah, she's totally the goat. We don't even have a goat. Silly girl.
Greatest of all time.
Dude,
Lumi.
stream is literally going, it's literally pixelated. What the hell?
GOAT. Greatest of all time.
Oh, she's the goat. That is true, she is. Are we stable now? I'm gonna wait a second. Hopefully. My gosh. Let's just, I'll see if it spikes down again. If she is not talking nonsense, she insists we hang someone, which is definitely something she did not previously do. Yeah, I'm going from like 1,000 to 2,500 to 79. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, Titus. Uh-oh, it went to 0. Do not disconnect stream. I'm gonna ask Jordan if he's downloading, because if he is... Or, wait, I think I know why. Oh my gosh, Titus, we have to restream. I know why we're having issues.